Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a quick little video informative on cod liver oil. And so this is wild Norwegian cod liver oil, and this is what I ordered. Now, people take cod liver oil for various reasons. It's very high in vitamin E. It's extremely good for your skin. You can apply it externally as well. And taking it internally helps with overall skin health, anti-aging, etc. And it's also been proven to be really good for the immune system. And back in the old days, they used to use it for to prevent rickets in children and help with rickets, which is like basically a vitamin D deficiency, kind of like a bone problem. So essentially, this stuff is really good for a lot of things. Now, the reason that I got cod liver oil, and this is really helpful information, I will tell you right now, you will want to stay tuned to watch this whole video because this is extremely helpful information. So, I have been having some issues with my teeth really for about the past 7 or 8 years. I started getting cavities frequently. I did not get any cavities until I was 21 or 22 years old. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of started developing small cavities here and there. And at first, I would get them filled. And then after I got a few, I kind of started thinking, I need to look into ways that I can naturally heal my cavities and also learn how to prevent them from getting any bigger and stuff like that to minimize the amount of fillings in my mouth. Because one, it's expensive. The going rate for a dental filling is about $200 to $250 without insurance. Depending on what kind of insurance you have, it's usually still pretty expensive. If you have a pretty good insurance, you might get out only paying maybe anywhere from $20 to $50 per filling. I have an HMO for my dental insurance, so if I get a filling, it usually costs me anywhere from $100 to $180 a pop, so it's still pretty expensive for me. So my insurance usually covers around 50 to 60% of it, but it's still really expensive. So not only is it expensive, it is also a hassle. You have to make a dental appointment, then your mouth has to go numb, and you have to go through that whole uncomfortable process, and nobody really wants to deal with it. And plus, as we know, once you have a filling in your mouth, well, then you've got to worry about, one day it is likely going to come out, then you're going to have it replaced. If you don't, it can cause all kinds of different issues. So there's just always so much you have to look into. So at this point, I don't even know how many fillings I have in my mouth, but I take the precaution of not filling anything unless I absolutely have to. So the reason I got this is because I have not tried this method yet, and I'm going to tell you about it, but I recently got a couple of fillings on one of my upper teeth that had a cavity on each side, so 2 total on one tooth. And I have another tooth on the bottom that has had 2 cavities on it for at least a year, maybe even a year and a half now. They don't seem to really be getting any bigger, but I decided to take an approach to see if I can heal them at all before I consider filling them. So what I did is I purchased this cod liver oil. Now, I did also purchase fermented cod liver oil, and I purchased a very reputable brand, because if you do your research, you want to be really careful if you're using fermented cod liver oil. If you're just getting regular cod liver oil, you don't have to be quite as careful. However, the fermented cod liver oil capsules I'm going to be taking, and those are supposed to help heal your teeth, and they can actually heal your cavities. Now, I will say, obviously, I'm not a dentist, I'm not a doctor, so you kind of have to use your own judgment, but I figure it doesn't hurt to try, because the cod liver oil is also extremely good for you. So, I am not only taking this stuff internally, so I'm going to be taking this as well as the fermented cod liver oil, and so both at the same time, but right now I'm just using this because my other stuff has not come in yet. So I am oil pulling with this as well as taking it internally. So I'm taking about a teaspoon a day, which is the dose that it does recommend on the bottle. So, and you can see on here, it also does help with cardiovascular function, cognitive health, and joint support. And those are just very limited benefits. And I mentioned some others earlier in this video. So, oil pulling, I don't know if if a lot of you know what that is, some of you definitely do, but I will go ahead and talk about oil pulling, and I will combine oil pulling into this video, so that way you can kind of get an idea of what it is and why you should do it. So oil pulling is essentially using any type of oil and putting it in your mouth and swishing it around for as long as you can and spitting it out. Now, the reason that people do this is for various reasons. I've been doing it every day for probably the past 9 or 10 years. So it's really good for detox. It also helps clean your mouth, neutralize your breath. It's really good for your oral health. It can help you with gum disease. It can help with tooth decay. It can help with, actually, some studies have shown it can reverse cavities, help with your immune system, pretty much any health problem. Because of its detoxing ability, it can really help you. So, and the bottom line is, too, quite honestly, your saliva is healing to your teeth. So your saliva is formulated to kind of like heal your teeth. So the more you spit, honestly, the better, the more saliva you produce. Sounds kind of weird, but it's true. So I pull with this cod liver oil, and I've been doing this for about maybe 4.5 days now. I don't think it's been 5 yet. But I have actually seen a very minimal improvement in the tooth that I am working on to see if I can heal any of the decay on that tooth. So I have a visible hole on each side, so 2 on that one tooth, and on both sides I'm seeing very minimal improvement. Now, it is very small at this point, but I'm gonna try this, and I'm just gonna keep doing it and see if I can't heal up the whole entire thing. And if not, if I can get close to it being healed up, then I'm not even gonna fill the tooth. So I really want to share this with you because this is really helpful information. And I have healed a cavity in the past using a beeswax stick, but it only happened one time. I healed up a whole entire visible hole in my tooth within about a week and a half. So, dentists will tell you that, oh, you can't heal a cavity, you can't get rid of it on your own. I'm here to tell you that's absolutely not true. And I am not a dentist, so I can't, give you like medical advice, but due to my expertise, I can definitely suggest and tell you what I do personally and make recommendations, and you can decide for yourself. You can talk to your dentist or your doctor and kind of see if this is something that would work for you. So yeah, I am taking this, I'm oil pulling with it. Oil pulling, you can use really any type of oil. I don't recommend regular vegetable oil like canola or anything like that, because it's that type of oil, like soybean, regular vegetable oil that people used to cook with that are not health conscious. That stuff is very inflammatory. It is not good for you at all. Soybean oil contains what is known as traces of hexane, which is not good. It is carcinogenic. So I recommend coconut oil would be my number one choice. Secondly, I would recommend almond oil, avocado oil. I would recommend safflower, sunflower. Olive oil is kind of okay. I use that one pretty frequently. So organic canola oil is totally good as well. Has a lot of benefits. So pretty much any healthy oil you can get your hands on, I would recommend. You can use, I want to say there's like red palm oil. I had tried that one. There are so many to choose from, but yeah, and then you can use this. Now, this cod liver oil, you're probably thinking it's disgusting, but it's actually flavored naturally with lemon, and it says so here on the bottle, and it's just amazing. So you do not even taste it. Does not taste like fish. When you burp, you don't even taste fish. All you taste is lemon. So it won't make you have bad breath or anything. So yeah, I say go for it. In my opinion, if you have a good experience, let me know. Tell me how you did it. I also put a little bit on my toothbrush, and this is also something like if you have kids and you want to, help supplement them. I give my 5-year-old supplements in small amounts, and so you can actually put just a little tiny bit of this like in their juice or whatever they're drinking, and they won't taste it. So it's a good way to kind of get like a little immune boost in there, and it's good for your heart. It's good for really everything. So thought I would throw that in there. And oil pulling has so many amazing benefits, so this is kind of just a random video about not only cod liver oil and fermented cod liver oil, but it is about oil pulling and oral health in general, and there's a whole lot more of it that I want to get to in the future when it comes to oral health. So thank you for watching and have a great day.